Hi, travelers. Good to see you again. Glad you're here. I wanted to tell you about some travel news that's come in from the CDC just the other day, and it's regarding international travelers returning to the country from outside, and they're going to have a COVID test 72 hours prior to coming back into the US. And I don't need to tell you that this is going to have a pretty challenging effect on people who want to go overseas. I know that hotels and cruise ships and other suppliers are working hard to accommodate travelers to get back into the US without ruining their vacations. But this is a reality that we have to look at now. And I've got the order outlined in the newsletter if you want to see it. It's pretty comprehensive, so you can look at that. But here's some good news. I've got some great itineraries for you, and they're in the US. The one I have is about the driving trip through the western national parks and some western activities there. It was in the newsletter the last time, so if you like to drive a lot and see things you haven't seen before, it's a good way to get out of the house, get in your car, and do something a little different, and it's perfectly safe. But the fun one that I have is an itinerary to Key West. It's a beautiful tropical place if you go at the right time of year. So this itinerary is for March, which is a great time to go. If you've been there before, you might have had a cruise ship stop, and that means thousands of cruisers descending upon this little tiny island, and there's so many people and not a whole lot of room to really look and see what's really there. So this one is flying from San Diego, and it includes a car in your hotel. It's a great little itinerary, and you can tell people that you walked from the from the Atlantic to the Gulf of Mexico. It's only 7 blocks or 8 blocks, something like that, on Duval Street in Old Town. Really a fun thing to do, and lots of things to do while you're on that street too. I love Key West myself. We've been there loads of times, and one of the best things I've ever done on an activity, an excursion, was go through the Ernest Hemingway house. Now, Ernest Hemingway was quite a character, wonderful writer, but he had a lot of quirks. And the docent who walked us through the house that he lived in with his wife and kids for a couple of years down there, he was as funny as heck. He had so many little stories because he actually knew Hemingway. He was an old guy. And he told us several about his Hemingway's experience at Sloppy Joe's bar. Loved to go down there and drink and then come back to the chagrin of his wife and kids, and how he liked to lock himself into his little turret room when he was writing, also to the chagrin of his wife and kids. Fun stuff. He cracked me up, and as we were going through the house, we were having so much fun. I really didn't want the tour to end. So that's one of the things that's really great about Key West, but there are a lot of neat things about it. So take a look at the little itinerary, and you can change it any way you like. Go at a different time, different hotel, different flights, whatever. I can customize that for you, but I wanted to at least show you that experience because it's one of the things that you can do that's fun and safe and in the US. So right now, we've all got itchy feet. We want to get out and go, but we can't without a whole lot of restrictions if you want to go overseas. But hang in there. It's coming. I'm very, very confident that we'll all get back to traveling the way we want to. In the meantime, stay safe, be good, kind to one another, and have a great day. Bye for now.